Welcome back. It's the Flow Sports Hour on Flow FM, and it's time to talk dirt kart racing after a big long weekend here in South Australia and over in Victoria as well. Brenton Colmer, our correspondent for the sport, joins me on the line right now. Great to have you back on, Brenton. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you, mate? Going well. Just getting through this hot weather, but all good.
It is very hot weather, yeah. It's been boiling hot here in South Australia over the weekend. And, Grand Annual Dirt Kart Masters was scheduled for Tatiara over the weekend. Did that go ahead in the boiling hot weather, or were there any alterations, any extra water stops if they were going?
It was damn hot. My sister and brother-in-law were down at the Dirt Kart Masters at Tatiara, and it was extremely hot down there. I think they topped out at 42 degrees one part of the Saturday, but it's the first time that I've heard of drivers actually taking portable swimming pools to go-karts and and they actually sat in swimming pools to cool down after they got out the go-kart seats. So extremely hot, but the Tatiara Club did a good job with the track and just kept pouring the water into it. The track was good, I heard, and some great racing, but not very often you see drivers getting out of a go-kart and peeling their racing suit off and sitting in a blow-up pool in the pits. So it was very, very hot, mate. So, they got through it, but it was good racing.
Unbelievable scenes down there in Tatiara. Well, you certainly can't blame the drivers for being prepared like that because, like you said, it was boiling hot and, that is a sensational way to prepare. We talk about summer sports and having hot weather policies in place, and to me, if it's going to be hot, it's going to be hot either way, so you might as well go if it's that extra couple of degrees warmer, as long as you've got protocols in place like that. So well done to everyone down at Tatiara. That's a sensational day. Let's go to Roxby Downs, where, again, I'm sure it was boiling hot for the Desert Dirt at Roxby Downs, the Midget Rookie Trophy Day, and there's a new name for the track there at Roxby Downs as well, isn't there?
Yeah, it's called Red Dunes race track now, so well done to the Roxby people, and obviously it would have been very, very hot up at Roxby as well as it was at Tatiara, and both clubs actually moved their time, their starting time. They actually went an hour later in the day, so they got out of the really hot weather, if you can say that. So well done to both clubs for, lock health and safety and duty of care to the drivers, which was great. So, Desert Dirt, now called Red Dunes Raceway. They had, I think it was about 20 to 30 rookies there and other drivers, and it was our little stars of the future. The midgets, they start at 5 years old, would you believe, and they go to about 7 in their first go-kart, which has actually got a 35cc Honda whippersnipper motor on it, and it's got a clutch on it. So, when you think of a 5-year-old boy or girl, they get into a go-kart, and then from 7 they go to about 9 years old into a Yamaha J motor with a restrictor plate in it, and away they go through their racing careers. So these young rocket ship drivers, they start at 5 years old, mate, now. So, it's incredible when you think of those children when they're 15 to 17 years old. They've had a lifetime of driving in a go-kart already. But it's great to see these young guys and girls, and they really get into it. They put on a great show. So well done, Desert Dirt. Now the Red Dunes Raceway.
Well done indeed. And, it still amazes me that they go with the whippersnipper motors. It's just unbelievable creativity to get the real youngsters out on the track. So great stuff there at Roxby Downs. Let's go around the country now. We also had an education night in Alice Springs on the weekend, and the Bustleton Summer Series continued over in Western Australia. Did we have any South Australian or Victorian drivers head over to the Wild West for that one?
No, we actually had a few West Australians come over for the Grand Annual Dirt Kart Masters. But as you can, just with what we've been going through on our Flow FM roundup for go-karts, the Alice Springs guys are just starting to get into their season. So there's some big, big race meetings coming up in South Australia and Alice Springs. So there's going to be a lot of to and froing over the borders very, very soon. So I think people are saving their money to travel for bigger events, but there's going to be a lot of fly-in, fly-out drivers happening in the next probably month to 2 months. So, Alice Springs just starting up. So they did a good job there. Bustleton had a Saturday night show, round 3, and they had about, I think it was about 70 drivers, mainly local drivers there. Yeah, they had a good run and wrapped up a really solid summer series. So well done to Bustleton.
All right, summer series done and dusted there in, it's not summer anymore technically, but it's certainly still feeling like summer. So there you go. That's the action on the weekend that was, the very hot weekend that was, and I think it's scheduled to be a little bit cooler this weekend. So let's have a look ahead. We've got a Morgan Dirt Kart Club race day coming up this weekend as one of the highlights here in South Australia.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. The Morgan Dirt Kart Club, that's been my home club since I've been racing in 1982, I think I started. So, Morgan, close to my heart, obviously, my home club. I nicknamed it the Bullpen. Very fast up there. So the track's about 442 metres, one lap, and in the 200 Opens and KT Twins, which I drove a few of them, you can cut a lap at Morgan under 12 seconds when you're hooked up and you're on the loud pedal. So very, very fast up at Morgan, hence the name Bullpen. It's their first one this weekend, and Saturday night under lights, and the Morgan Dirt Kart Club got awesome track lights up there. So, when those lights come on and night time, it's a beautiful place to be. So Morgan's got to put on a good one.
All right, very good stuff there at Morgan, and staying pretty close to Morgan in South Australia. It's the round one of the Junior Kart Championship at Loxton Dirt Kart Club this weekend too.
Yes, this is going to be a big one. This series is going to be, it's absolutely huge. It's been in the system now for about 3 years. I think this is the third year. And it just puts a spotlight on all our junior drivers. When they come out of rookies, they go into junior light or heavy, so it's their kart weight and body weight combined. And this is really a format for our juniors to get in under the spotlight and really shine in a massive 4-round series. It's great. I've commentated so many of these series. But it's proudly brought to you by Load 28. Crane Hire from Adelaide. They've been the major sponsor from the inception of the Junior Kart Championships, like I said, 3 years ago. And we have got, I know straight off the top of my head, we got the Griffith family that are flying in from WA. I think it's Kieran and Kerry Griffiths are flying in with their parents from WA to race this weekend, and a couple more. I think there's some Curtis children flying in from WA. So, this Junior Kart Championship is absolutely fantastic, and it is sensational what these stars do, these young guys and girls. I'm talking children from 10 years old right through to about 15. And we have got a new class in here. It's called KT JKC Series. So when they come out of their junior class, the first year, they can run in this Junior Kart Championship with a KT motor, and then they go into the senior classes after this series. So it's like a feeder class for the juniors to go into the seniors. But, some of these kids are something special. And, I don't know where some of these children are going to end up. I'm talking roll cages in sprint cars and who knows, V8 supercars, a whole lot. There are some talented people in Junior Kart Championship. And it's a 4-round series. So the nominations for this weekend is, I think, just under 200. So it's going to be a huge weekend for the Junior Kart Championship round one at Loxton.
All right, big weekend ahead in Loxton for round one. And just wrapping it up, we've also got Angus Kart Club have a practice day, Dirt Trackers have an education day and a club day, and Alice Springs have round 2 for their points meeting. So it is an action-packed weekend this weekend in dirt kart racing.
Absolutely, mate. It's, like I said, it's getting very, very busy. And like you said, we've got Angus having a practice day. Dirt Trackers having a Saturday, Sunday show over there in WA. Alice Springs having a round 2 of their points meetings. So, it's going to get, like I say on the PA, it's going to get very, very hot in the kitchen soon. There's so many race meetings come up in the next 2 months. Going to be, there's 125X series. Throw in a round in Lucendale for the 125s, and then a couple more club runs, and then would you believe we are straight into the state title at Loxton Dirt Kart Club in 2 months' time. So going to be very busy, very, very busy soon.
Absolutely. Not taking us long at all to get into the thick of things in dirt kart racing all around Australia. Plenty of exciting things happening this weekend. Brenton, thank you very much, as always, for coming on and filling us in everything happening in the sport all around the country. Always good to have you on the show, and I'm looking forward to chatting again next week and wrapping up all the big events happening this weekend.
No worries. Thanks, Dan, very much. We're getting pretty good at this. I think it's doing all right.
We are. We certainly are.
Very much, mate. And thank you, Flow FM, for once again giving me the opportunity and yourself to chat about dirt kart racing Australia-wide. And one thing I did forget, we did have one driver from Tasmania that came over for the Grand Annual Dirt Kart Masters. So another state driver coming into the Dirt Kart Association. So Tasmanian is, starting to sit in a fiberglass seat. So who knows? Tasmania's maybe coming on strong soon. So there you go. We're getting bigger and bigger, mate. But, thanks once again to Flow FM for getting it out there.
All right, good little fact to wrap things up. We've made it over the Bass Strait, so won't be long before every state around the country, every state and territory, I should say, around the country will be involved. Thanks very much, Brenton.
Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers.